What is good, family? This is your girl. I am Courtney Michelle. Thank you so much for tuning in to another one. Y'all, I feel like DJ Khaled in this space. It's another one and another one. Man, it keeps coming and coming, but that's all right. Like I said last night, I am built for it. I want to welcome everyone to this impromptu stream. Sucks that I have to do it, but it is what it is. So I got it on subscriber mode because, oh, I tell you, y'all have been something. Let's make sure everything is good on my end before I start going in. All right. So let me tell you about today and why this stream and why I'm doing it. It is because, just randomly this morning taking care of home business, and y'all, I saw a stream. That was just blatant lie, and I'm going to go over it. We're going to review it. But I want to make something very, very, very clear. And again, this is what I said last night. If you're not for us, then you're against us. And, it's becoming now where people are trying to deflect from the main issue that a lot of us have, and that is the disrespect of Black culture, of Black people by an interloper, by an op. And that has been my main premise. But as you guys are now seeing that everyone, particular people, are now trying to switch it and make it something else, and trying to take the light off of Pearly and then try to put it on Black women, which unfortunately a lot of men in the space, especially Obsidian, tends to do. But we're not going to do that today. Today I was blatantly lied on. And you guys know that I come with receipts. And the receipts are important because it's proof. What I like to do on my page is, if I say something or if I feel a way, I just don't come up here and just tell you how I feel. I break it down and I say, this is why I feel this way. Well, this person said this and that and that and that. But it's unfortunate because the integrity that I have on my page, the integrity and the amount of time that I do put in my shows, a lot of people don't have it. And then when I go to pages and I look at streams, people just want to say whatever to get their rocks off with no proof or no evidence. And then I see there are weirdos in the chat that agree. And I'm like, man, some of our people are really slow. Some of our people don't need to see any evidence of anything, just someone saying it and then they believe it. And I've always known this. You guys, I've always pushed back on some of the stats and the facts that a lot of people quote. A lot of times on my page, I break it down and I actually show you, no, that's wrong. This is what this is. No, this is right, but they kind of misconstrued. They didn't do this age limit. They did this age. So I've done a lot of streams that way. And then, with today, this is what I'm going to do today. And today we're going to show the desperation, the sadness, and really the patheticness of this person. You guys see the thumbnail. You obviously know who I'm speaking about. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to shut the book on this particular character. This man is pathetic and sad and desperate. And I've always known that this particular person wanted to be on the coattails of people because for some reason they're not confident enough to build themselves. So what they want to do is ride the coattail of someone more successful. And in recent months, I'm seeing that the person is just wanting to blatantly lie or blatantly pick people and do multiple streams on said person for no reason but a lie. Now, I know a lot of people will tell you that in order to grow your page, you got to create beefs, unwarranted beefs. I've been in a few myself that I've never started. I'll finish. But that's kind of the space. It's start a beef, start controversy. For some reason, a lot of people like to do it to me, but I ain't no punk about mine. And I'm not scared of anyone. And this particular habit of a man, I'm not scared of either. So I'm going to go over the lies with receipts. And I'm going to close the door on this weirdo. This man, again, deflecting because wanting to ride the coattails of a Pearly, and again, willing to throw everyone under the bus. And you're just not going to do that to me. So for some reason, you guys, if this was so impromptu that I can't pull up my super chats, but I see you in there. If I don't get to them, I'm sorry. Ken, I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. So let me go ahead and get started. And I'm going to pull up the stream and we're going to go over the patheticness of really trying to do a reach. Get over it. I know a lot of people's job is YouTube, but if this is your job, then you have the time to do your research. You have the time to put together a well put together show instead of just getting online spewing hate, spewing lies. And actually, it's funny because I'm going to go over that some of these lies are going to get some people in trouble. Some of the lies is the folks is going to put the people in your life. And when I say the people, I mean the po-po, the lawyers, the slander, the defamation. That's going to happen. And it's already starting to happen. And I will be on that train. A choo-choo-choo. You just can't get on here and just say something just out of the ordinary, out of the blue, and think it's just going to ride. What do I always say? Not round him. So, shout out to what up, Lucky? I see you. My darling, O'Shea Duke Jackson, baby. I see you in the chat. My darling. I definitely, you guys know I always ride with my guy O'Shea. So let's get in it. I'm ready to start.
If you will, that the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle has been saying this on her channel and other people's channels, that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from, words to that effect.
Now, for those that don't know, Obsidian, for some reason, decided to put my picture and Cynthia's G picture together and wanted to say that what that Negro say? That I understood her, that I too have the same ideas as Cynthia G. Now, of course, someone that I don't think he's ever called himself a scholar, but he's been in this game long enough to know that if that is true, then you just go to my page and my page will show you whatever my stance is. You see, unlike a lot of these content creators that remove their videos, unlike a lot of these content creators that try to hide what they once said before because they are changing up their ideas to change or to fit a narrative today, I don't do that. I've not removed no video on my page. There's no video that's been removed off the Lapeef network where I have been on. So you actually can see my thought process. And through my thought process, you can see how consistent I've been through every stance that I've had. And again, with someone that obviously doesn't have a job, you can take your time out to look at it. But he's done this to other content creators before, particularly Black women. Not only doing this to me, to Six and Danica, it's just sad and pathetic. And again, it goes to show you again what I said yesterday is that some of the men just hate Black women. So again, I want to be clear. I'm not going on no panel with this psycho. He is not invited over here. We're creating a big line, the China wall that I said, of those that are real, those that are fake, those that are wanting to do the work, those that are don't, those that are truth tellers and have integrity and not selling themselves, to those that are willingly compromised, want to be on the coon train and try to support and downgrade their own space that they help create for the possibility of clout. Shout out TJ. I see you, Marcus. You already know, darling. Thank you so very much, you guys. I appreciate the love again. I can't pull up the super chats, but I definitely see you and I want to recognize you guys. So thank you. So let's go into this and let's break it down.
Let me say right now that if Miss Courtney Michelle challenges what I am saying right now, I welcome standing corrected and have no problem apologizing to her live on the air.
Mm-hmm.
But according to so many of you, you have sent to me evidence that the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle has said that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from. So in my opening...
Now, I don't know who said that, but if someone said something, it is on you, sir, to show it, to clip it. But you didn't do that, sir. You want to get on a platform to blatantly lie. You're a degenerate. The one thing I hate is a liar. And you, sir, are so pathetic that your stance on Pearly doesn't hold weight. You wanting to be on the coon train doesn't hold weight. So you make up lies to try to defame the women that have been here and supporting. Matter of fact, you want to tell a lie a couple days ago saying that you helped me in this space. Sir, where? Where? I came through Lapeef, not you, fool. The nerve.
Diatribe. I have some questions for the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle in light of her statements. I'm not going to assume that Miss Courtney Michelle...
Now, mind you, look at this. Now, this is on his page. Informant hotline. What did I tell you guys yesterday? Let me take this off before I get it. What did I tell you guys yesterday? Informant. Did we not say that any movement of Black folks that's wanting change, it always gets derailed and infiltrated? And what do you call the infiltrator? An informant. On the first 48 hours, you see them sitting down with a Pepsi and a cheeseburger from Five Guys, just telling it all. Informant. As a matter of fact, I pulled this up for you guys yesterday, the email that was sent to me and other content creators about the Just Pearly thing that he wanted to pal around. But again, that circle part, what I showed you guys that I thought was interesting, and I'm going to have it full, that circle part. Pearl has specifically wanted me to invite all of you. I'm sure she wanted to. Pearly told you she had a hit list, right? Who do you think gave the hit list? I'll tell you.
Was aware of those statements.
The informant. He is a mole. He is a rat. And he is willing to break up the manosphere space, do everything that Kevin Samuels would not ever do to ride on the coattails of a Pearly. How sad and pathetic. Is this where your life has ended? This again, I'm not, ain't coming on no show with you, ain't doing no nothing with you because you're a blatant liar. And I already know because he's done this to my guy Omawale. Is if he can't beat you, what he'll try to do is lie and do 5, 6, 7, 8 videos off a lie that makes no sense at all to deflect something that don't even need to be derailed. The conversation was about the disrespect of a community. And what you want to do is disrespect people that actually is trying to uplift the community. Informant. Infiltrator. It's you.
It's from a few years ago. But I think for those that are in the know listening right now, I think it's fair to say that Miss Cynthia G has been very consistent in her views regarding black men. That is to say, I think we can all agree that her views regarding black men haven't changed that much from several years ago with that clip that you just heard. So I have some questions for the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle in light of her alleged statement that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from. And we'll get to those questions in a minute. Miss Courtney Michelle says that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from.
Where did I say that, Obsidian? You, in your little pea head of yours, you just made that up. You just made it up. It did a show on a lie.
This is interesting. Given the numerous statements that Miss Cynthia G has made, I have some questions for the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle. And by the way, Miss Courtney Michelle is free at any time. If she happens to be listening right now, she can join the panel right now.
I would never come on your struggling shit. Ever. Not only have I lost all respect for you, you coon, anyone that follows you, I've lost respect for. That whole chat was full of idiots. My whole show, all my videos is up. It's up. Instead of you trying to make up a lie, do your due diligence and your research. I mean, you don't cam up to show that face of yours. So you could have, while you was doing your live, just scroll down and look, but you didn't. Let me help you out, fool. Some pages, some stuff that I have on mine about Cynthia G. If you want to know what I felt about Cynthia G, go to my page. It's there. It's still there. And this is for all the weirdos. Why don't y'all talk about Cynthia G? Do you think is she the only problem that we have? We ain't supposed to be talking about nothing else but Cynthia G. If y'all don't shut the hell up, go to Miss Pearly. While she's knocking down everybody's platform, why don't you go as Pearly to talk about Cynthia G?
She was on the list of invitees to the Unplugged Just Pearly Things Nick Fuentes interview that I did with her. And she never bothered to respond to my email.
Okay, let me play that again. Because this coon said I never responded to his email. Let's play that one more time for the ones in the back.
To my email. Right now, invitees to the Unplugged Just Pearly Things Nick Fuentes interview that I did with her. And she never bothered to respond to my email.
I never responded to the email. You guys, what does it say? A response to the email, you lying piece of shit. This is shameful. I will not partake in this spectacle. There's the response. It was done on March 26th. So he got out the gate line. As a matter of fact, O'Shea did a video on this. and showed his response. And he actually showed my response. If you go back to his video, instead of my little picture, you'll see a C. What do you think the C stands for? Courtney, my name. This fool started off in the gate lying. Let's hear that one more time.
Questions for the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle. And by the way, Miss Courtney Michelle is free at any time. If she happens to be listening right now, she can join the panel right now. We can discuss it. She was on the list of invitees to the Unplugged Just Pearly Things Nick Fuentes interview that I did with her. And she never bothered to respond to my email.
Y'all believe this troll of a man? He started off lying. So anything else this man would ever have to say is going to be a lie. He's lying on an email that he could have just, even if he forgot, he could have pulled it up. This was my response. This is shameful. I will not partake in the spectacle. You're a liar. An ingrate, lying buffoon. I hate to be lied on. I hate when someone just lies on me and get on a platform for people to think that I'm out here lying when the receipts are there.
So I just want to put that out for the record. But if she is listening, if someone gets word to her and she finds out that, I'm on the air, the link is in the chat room for Miss Courtney Michelle only at this time. She is welcome to join me and we can talk about it. We can sit down like two grown adult Black men and women and talk it out. I would welcome the conversation because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got it all wrong.
But he knows he's wrong. He knows he's wrong. What would cause someone to lie over a white woman? Kevin Samuels is looking at you like, how sad. Everything that Kevin Samuels, you call him Saint Kevin, and everything that you are doing is anti-Kevin Samuels. He would never. You don't even fix your face to say that man's name. Rest in peace. Ever.
I got it wrong. I'm man enough to apologize. I'm man enough to say it was my fault, my bad. I got it wrong. But is she woman enough to show up and explain by what she means when she says that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from?
You can't even get the lie out good.
Tell me. And that leads me to my first question.
This y'all leader.
Exactly what does Miss Courtney Michelle mean by that statement?
A statement I never said?
I think it's fair that she be given a chance to explain what she meant by that. What does she mean when she says she understands where Cynthia G is coming from? What do you mean by that statement? Did anybody ask her to clarify what she meant? What was she talking about? If anybody in the chat room knows, let me know what she meant.
And look, his little informant tail is looking and begging and pleading for someone to bring up something to try to defame me. You can't pull up nothing that's not there. Just couldn't wait. Is anybody in the chat? Come on. Here go my email. Be an informant. Be a mole. Be a rat. Come on. Here go my email. Oh, informant line. The informant line. You old whack ass old. I'm snitching on anybody that goes against Miss Pearly ass coon ass nigga.
She said she understood where Cynthia G was coming from. These statements, my understanding, were made recently. Recently, as in with the whole Just Pearly Things, Nick Fuentes thing. So we're talking within the last 2 weeks or less. Exactly what did Miss Courtney Michelle mean by that statement? I'm not sure. That leads me to my next point. Does Miss Courtney Michelle agree with Cynthia G about select?
You see how he's trying to change it? Do I agree? When in the world has anyone heard me agreeing with Cynthia G? When? Where? How? Whom? For what? Shoulda, woulda, ever.
The breeding, aka aborting all black male babies. Is that what Miss Courtney Michelle agrees with Cynthia G about?
Is that what Courtney agrees about? Deleting black babies? I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-life. I'll be pro-choice on his ass, but I'm pro-life. Let's pull up the receipts. I did this on it's on my page. Oh, well, I hope you gonna raise them, Courtney. You're pro-life. So I hope you take yourself down and adopt all the babies you want to keep alive. Over 90% of women that can't have abortion decide to keep their baby and raise them. So miss me with that assumption because it's simply not true. Hashtag pro-life. So how in the world would I agree with selective abortions if I'm pro-life? I'm pro-life across the board for black folks, white folks, Spanish, Asian. I believe abortion is murder. So I am pro-life. And that's on one of my shorts on my page now. You're trying to change the narrative to take it off the central problem that we have. And it's coons like you that know how to do it. And it's your idiot following that goes right along and kiki with your silly ass. I am pro-life. I've said that multiple times over the past couple of years. And it's on my page. I got a whole show talking about saving our kids. Roe versus Wade, black community, because that's what I'm about, baby. This was 9 months ago. I'm not making stuff up. This has always been my stance. Roe versus Wade was a lie. I did a whole show documenting having a research, and I talked about different stages of abortion, how it looks like, and how gruesome it is, and how the baby can sometimes feel it, and the heart beating at 6 weeks. I take that serious. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-us, knowing that a lot of us are taking out one of the our womb. Many babies that are getting aborted by black women. I take that serious. That's part of what's killing our community. That's part of what's a genocide to black people is abortion. So I take that very serious. How dare you, you rat-faced how dare you, you sick. Ooh, Lord, y'all about to get a hood corner over here, baby. I can't stand a liar.
Exactly what does she agree with? Does she agree with Cynthia G about that? Does she agree with Cynthia G about aborting all black male babies under the rubric of selective breeding? Is that what she agrees with? People say that there's a clip that's available that we can listen all to ourselves. If anybody has the clip in question,
Anybody got it?
Courtney Michelle says,
what Courtney Michelle?
And this is supposed to be recent. I need the date.
He needs the date. He needs that informant line need to be a poppin'. He need it right now. Because Courtney over here killing Miss Pearly. Courtney over here showing the receipts. Courtney over here is not wavering off nothing. Somebody hurry up. I need it right now. I got Pearl in the chat. I got it in the chat right now. Come on, everybody. Inform it. Snitching ass. And you from Philly? Who co-signing this fool? You from Philly? Informant line from Philly? Where Benny Siegel at? I know Benny Siegel ain't about it. Where the Roots crew at? I know the Roots crew. Where they at? Philly? Where? Jill Scott? This your dude? Jilly from Philly? This your guy? Girl, I see why she moved to Tennessee. Shout out to Jill Scott.
Of that clip as well. As a matter of fact, let me put it up on the board right now where you can send it. If you have a clip of Courtney Michelle saying that she can understand where Cynthia G is coming from, hit me up. Hit
me up right now. I got some money for you. I gotta. Oh, I ain't really got no money. That's why I got to lie on these platforms to get everybody super chat because I ain't got it. But hurry up, somebody now. Hit the hotline, the informant hotline. This the dude? This y'all leader? This who's carrying the torch of the Black Manosphere? This guy?
obsidianfiles@gmail.com. I will post it up on the air and we can all listen to it together. Maybe that will clarify some of my questions. I need the date.
I need
the timestamp. I
need the time.
All of that.
All of it.
But if she said this,
it.
Then my questions apply. Exactly what does she agree? What does she agree with? And what does she? How does she sympathize and understand where Cynthia G is coming from?
That fool was online for hours waiting. That informant line, he was just looking, just couldn't wait to try to defame me. Couldn't wait to try to slander me. Couldn't wait because I'm going against Pearl.
Coon Train is coming. Coon Train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon Train is coming.
Where the white women at?
Coon Train is coming. Coon Train is coming.
All white peoples ain't bad.
Coon Train is coming.
We is our own worst enemy.
Yeah, people, I mean, oh my gosh, it's amazing that in real life, you guys are seeing what coons are. In real life, you're seeing what informants and snitching is. In real life, you're seeing a whole group, an organization get infiltrated by the white person and it being controlled and now spearheaded by Obsidian. You guys are seeing in real life what that looks like. In real life, in real time.
I'm asking right now, does she agree with Cynthia G's views about black men, that there are no black men out there worth marrying? Is that?
What have I? I mean, this got to be comical. This has got. When have I ever said ain't no good black men? When my page is on there talking about some black love. When have I ever?
At her position? Is her position that she agrees with Cynthia G with regard to quote unquote selective breeding, the sisterhood's version of eugenics, wherein which black male babies en masse are aborted? Keep in mind, black women, the biggest aborters in American history since Roe v. Wade came down the pike. Is that what she agrees with? Is that what she is in simpatico with Miss Cynthia G?
Y'all just let anyone get on here and just say whatever. And wait, now, not a one person in that chat. Well, where is the clip? Did she say? Because we ain't never heard Courtney ever say that. No. Them fools in the chat. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. She's Cynthia G reincarnated. I knew it. And not a one person that's, we ain't never heard Courtney say that. Courtney been on this platform for a long time. We ain't never heard that. Where is it at?
I mean, exactly what is the position here? What does she agree with here? I'm trying to understand what the argument is. If anybody has the direct clip of Miss Courtney Michelle saying that she agrees and understands where Cynthia G is coming from, let's all listen to the clip together.
Let's all listen to it. We got to do it.
And maybe she can answer the question. The link is in the chat room right now for Miss Courtney Michelle to join us. And listen, I'm open to being persuaded.
What is there to persuade? It's either true or not. You can't persuade truth. It is what it is. It's black or white. It's true. There's no persuading. Who's going to persuade you? Dork.
I am open to being persuaded. If she can explain the rationale, I'm willing to listen. We had a conversation last week with a lovely lady by the name of Bumblebee. Miss Bumblebee explained the rationale as to why it was right and exact for black women to abort black male babies. She agreed with Cynthia G. You all.
That was Miss Bumblebee. So you need to take it up with Miss Bumblebee. Oh, well, I hope you're going to raise them, Courtney. You're pro-life. So I hope you take yourself down and adopt all the babies you want to keep alive. Over 90% of women that can't have abortion decide to keep their baby and raise them. So miss me with that assumption because it's simply not true. What's wrong with these? Has Miss Pearlie, has she just, what did she do? Did she know some voodoo? Does she have some magical powder that she's sprinkling over these internet streets and have y'all Negroes acting a plumb fool? Y'all are getting laughed at by everybody defending the undefendable. And now you want to lie on a black woman? You want to lie on me? Because I'm not riding the coat trains of a Mr. Pearlie? It's pathetic.
Heard it. Maybe Courtney Michelle agrees with that position because that is the position of Cynthia G. Cynthia G has taken that position onto Fox Soul, has she not? A major network. Courtney Michelle has been accused not only of being a pick-me by one side, but she's been accused of being a chameleon on the other. Are we talking about a double agent here?
Now let's put she's a double agent. Okay, she's with Cynthia G. I know I'm lying, but let me just put in that she's a double agent. No, sir. No. We've already concluded, baby. That's you. You the one giving the people the hit list. That's you. I'm the double agent.
I'm just saying.
But you got informant hotline? Who's the double agent? When you have an informant hotline, you snitch. Look at you pointing. You pointing over. You just can't wait to tell on somebody. What the nigga just can't wait to tell. He did it, sir. Oh, massa, he did it. Oh, you know he was in the house telling on all the slaves. Oh, he over there. He's trying to get free, sir. Over there, sir. That Negro, he didn't pick all the cotton, sir. He right there, sir. He said something about you and Miss Pearlie, sir. Over there, sir. Can't wait. Oh, right there, sir. Pointing ass nigga. Can't stand. Point this. Oh, over there. Right there. Yeah.
Asking back to my questions for the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle. Does Miss Courtney Michelle agree with Cynthia G that there are no black men out there that are good enough? Last week, we did a compare and contrast analysis of how Just Pearly Things approached Kevin Samuels and how Cynthia G approached Kevin.
I should have just... there's no good black. That's my stance. That sure is my stance. Boy, let me look. Black women need black men. I want to reclaim back what we once were. Can y'all hear? We are the standard, and it's time that we take our rightful place as the standard. We are beautiful. Black women need black men. That's but ain't no good black man. You just go to my page. You can just go to my page. It don't matter. I mean, I got so much. It's just so much on there. I'm always talking about black love, black love, black love, and then you think I'm gonna say ain't no good black men? No, but let me see.
Wait. Whitney, listen to me. I'm not gonna spend another night like last night, okay? I can live without furniture. I can't live without you. I'm my wife. I love you.
But ain't no good black men. I'm showing all the love of the black people. Child, I just can't. In my life, I just never known. Just a blatant lie.
Compare and contrast. We asked the lovely ladies on our panel last week, would you consider Kevin Samuels a successful man? They said, yes, I would. Okay. It seems to me that Just Pearly Things agreed. She agreed with her actions. But Cynthia G is of the view that Kevin Samuels was not worthy of any type of deference or respect. You can disagree with them, but was not worthy of any deference or respect whatsoever. You heard the tape of Cynthia G in her own words that no black men were good enough. Okay, we got that. That's Cynthia G's position. Fair enough. Courtney Michelle, do you agree with that position as expounded by Cynthia G? Yes or no?
What an
Do
idiot!
you agree with Cynthia G that no black man is good enough?
I mean, this not comical that he has the audacity for that to come out of his ratchet ass mouth. The audacity. Many times I talk about my big brothers, my dad and my stepdad, and how I love them. How I had a show making amends with the father of my child, and how I really wanted to talk about that more, about co-parenting and how to make that work, because I think that's an excellent thing to discuss on how to be good co-parents for your child. Real life stuff. And this weirdo has the nerve to come out of his mouth.
Because clearly, Just Pearly Things disagrees. She disagrees when it comes to Kevin Samuels on the basis of her actions. She stepped to Kevin Samuels with deference, respect, humility, and a checkbook.
No, we're going to get back to that checkbook.
So we need Ms. Courtney Michelle to be clear on this. We need clarity, Ms. Courtney Michelle. What is your position here? You say that you can understand where Cynthia G's coming from. Okay, fair enough that you have a right to your position. We just need clarity on the position. Are you saying that you agree with Cynthia G with regard to the idea that there are no black men out there that are good enough? Is that your position, Courtney Michelle?
No, y'all.
Question number 4.
Come on, inform me.
Does Miss Courtney Michelle agree with Cynthia G's alliance with the girl who swirls, Crystalline Carrison, aka the Pink Pill?
I hate that I even have to come on here and say this. But the only reason why I'm doing the show, because I was going to ignore it, but I was like, no, I want people to know that Obsidian is a liar. And he will go to no ends to get someone in his raggedy ass chat. He will go to no ends for Miss Pearly. He will go to no ends to try to help his page. You know, it's what's funny, because all these people keep talking about you need to work harder, and she worked so much, and you need to work harder. You need to work harder. Obsidian, you have the least subscribers of all of us. And you've been doing it for probably 20 years now. You've been struggling for 20 years on YouTube, and you have the least amount of subscribers. So does that mean you don't work at all? Like, How come ain't nobody asked that man that? How dare you come out your mouth saying that me, Danica Six, don't work hard, but you got the least of all of us and been on here the longest. What a dork.
First time that Cynthia G has teamed up and joined forces with Miss Crystalline Carrison. They did it a few years ago. They did it again just recently in light of my bringing Becky to the cookout. Miss Just Pearly Things. They were posted up with the Rainbow Brother himself, Themis and Thoth. Themis and Thoth with the heavy tongue and talk like this.
Now I know you ain't talking about nobody. You don't even cam up. I know why you don't. And they go, I don't cam up, but don't worry, I'm building a studio. I'm building a studio. What a studio got to do with you camming up? You can cam up on a phone. Something you don't want us to see? Something wrong with your face? I'm working on a studio. You don't need a studio to cam up. What's wrong with you? What you look like?
Something psychopath. Meanwhile, Cynthia G is calling our brother Kevin Samuels kitten heels. What is Miss Courtney Michelle's position with regard to Cynthia G teaming up with the girl who swirls, Crystalline Carrison, aka the Pink Pill? Does she agree with that alliance?
Have I don't even know what to say. Everything I said was black love. Why would I agree with it? Do I agree with an alliance? I don't care what they do. They gonna do what they do. I'm gonna do what I do. But what you do is lie. You're the biggest liar. You are the biggest liar in this space. You lie. No one takes you serious. No one wants to work with you. No one. Because you're a joke. You're a liar.
Is she in agreement with Crystalline Carrison? Is she in agreement with the Pink Pill? And is she in agreement with their virulently anti-black male, anti-Kevin Samuels views?
Sir, right now you're anti-Kevin Samuels. Right now it's you. He would never, ever do any of the things that you are doing. Ever.
What is her position? Miss Courtney Michelle has gone on record. It has been brought to my understanding on the basis of my audience that Miss Courtney Michelle has gone on record in saying that she agrees, she understands with Cynthia G.
Oh, he was about to say another lie. He was about to say another. She agrees. Oh, wait a minute. That might be too much of a lie. So let me try to say a lie, but make it sound so I don't get this defamation suit. Let me try to say this so I don't get Tasha Cade. Let me no, because we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about a Tasha Cade situation. Obsidian. Get the people in their life. Shout out to Ty.
Is coming from. Fair enough. I want the record to show that I do not disagree with the idea that Courtney Michelle doesn't have a right to her position. She has a right to believe whatever she believes. She has a right to freedom of association. This is not a jail. I'm not a jailer. I'm not a warden. I don't believe in doing anything. I don't believe in making women doing anything. She has every right to her positions. She has every right to her opinions. She has every right to.
But you don't have every right to lie on people. You don't have that right to have a platform to lie on someone. You don't have that right. And it's unfortunate that I'm not the only one that you've done this to, you psycho.
To associate with whomever she wants. What I am asking is for clarity on the point. Does she agree with Cynthia G teaming up with Crystalline Carrison and they both expressing virulently anti-Kevin Samuels views, many of whom are homophobic, aka kitten heels? Does she agree with that or not? We're asking the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle for clarity on the recent statement that she is reputed to have made, that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from. Well, exactly what do you understand about her position? Do you understand her position with regard to aborting black male babies? Do you understand her position with regard to the idea that no black man is good enough? Do you support the idea of her teaming up with Crystal and Karenson and expressing not just anti-male views, but specifically and in particular anti-Kevin Samuels views, using homophobic slurs against him while they get together with a rainbow warrior in Themis Thoth? Exactly what do you agree with here?
I agree that you are a psycho. I agree that you are mentally ill. I agree that you need help. I agree you need to get off YouTube and take a nap. I agree that you might need to sign up for some kind of senior citizen area and go play with the people that's your age. I agree that you have a problem. I agree that you are a liar. I agree that you are a degenerate. I agree that no one needs to be working with you. I agree that anybody in that chat that was hooping and hollering need to go play in traffic. That's what I agree to.
Courtney Michelle, the link is in the chat room. If she is listening, she's welcome to come up and explain it.
I wouldn't,
because I could be wrong here. I could have the whole thing all wrong. I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong and apologizing.
F your apology.
Let's get clarity on this.
All over a white woman.
Because it seems to me, and I want to give a shout out to Tommy Sotomayor on this, and he made a really good point. It seems to me that my bringing Miss Pearl to the cookout has, arrayed the pro-black forces. And you got the pro-black sisters, of which Courtney Michelle would count herself in that number.
I am.
Fair enough. Freedom of association, I'm here for it. So if she understands where Cynthia G is coming from, is she suggesting that Cynthia G is also a pro-black sister in arms? Is that her position? Is Themis and Thoth, the rainbow warrior, the Themis and Thoth, is he too a pro-black warrior? And if so, why does he get a pass? But your allies, your comrades in arms, get to denigrate the late great Kevin Samuels on homophobic grounds.
You. And, I don't even think that he even cares that he has toted Kevin's name for years. And now that Kevin has passed, you would think that he would have some kind of integrity. The man that he calls Saint Kevin, you would think that he would go on and try to carry the torch of what Kevin left. You would think he was so up Kevin's butt that he would do the things like Kevin did in remembrance of. You know what? I'm not going to stoop so low to lie in honor of Kevin. You know what? I'm not going to degrade black women in front of this white woman because Kevin never did that. He checked those white women. I'm going to do that in remembrance of Kevin Samuels. Kevin was cool with Courtney. They ain't never had no problem. I know they talked. They was on platforms all the time. He said her name multiple times on his show. She co-hosts with Kevin one time. I ain't going to do that in remembrance and in honor of Kevin Samuels. But you do the complete opposite. You don't deserve to have that man's name in your mouth.
Make it make sense to me. I just need clarity on the position. I just need clarity on the point. If you agree with Cynthia G, if you are saying you understand where she comes from, please clarify exactly what you agree with. And please clarify.
Informant line, I'm a snitch. Informant line, email Obsidian. Because he's a snitching ass dude. I cannot. I am so livid to be lied on for no reason. to get on a platform to just lie on me. I was having a good day this morning trying to fix my coffee. My little Irish cream in it. 3 packs of Splenda. And here I go hearing this nonsense to lie.
What do you understand about Cynthia G's position? We talked to a sister last week, Miss Bumblebee. She clarified the position on selective breeding, aka the Sisterhood Eugenics Program, aka abort all black male babies. Her position was she agreed with Cynthia G's position on that point. Does Courtney Michelle agree with Cynthia G's position on that point? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then what exactly does she agree with Cynthia G on?
That you're a fool. That you're a bumbling idiot. That's what I agree.
I'm not clear exactly what that is. I need clarity on that position. I'm not clear on that. See, I have no problem when I don't understand something. I have no problem saying, listen, I don't understand what this is going on here. Could you please make this clear for me?
I can't pull up this super chat, but I'm going to read it here. Thank you. Was it 1500? ARC and C Boogie both said Kevin Samuels told them Obsidian was destructive and seems to only tolerate Obsidian. That was a word. Because as much as Kevin Samuels was on Lapeef, damn sure wasn't over there. As much as he used to be in Alan Obies, we need to talk chat, wasn't over there.
I don't understand, ladies and gentlemen. It has been brought to my attention that the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle has recently gone on record in saying that she understands where Cynthia G is coming from. That's fair. I mean, that's her position. She has a right to it. I'm not saying that she doesn't have a right to her position. I'm not saying she's evil for having her position. What I am saying is that I need clarity by what she means when she says she understands, because Cynthia G's been around for a while and she said a lot of things over the years. So I need to understand exactly what does she agree with, so I can get clarity by exactly what she means. If Courtney Michelle is listening, no matter what the topic is, we will stop the show and let her up to calmly discuss the matters. We're not going to be hollering and screaming over each other, hoop nanny and all that. We're not going to do all that. She will be able to have the floor, have her say, and explain by what she meant.
I don't have to explain nothing to you, you troll. I don't have to explain nothing to you. You sat there and lied. You don't have any respect for anyone, you selfish ingrate. You informant, snitching rat. Informant line. Emailing a hit list to Pearly. You did that. Let's listen to one of the informants called in. Send him something. Oh, the informant line was going on and he was getting mad. Stay focused. We need to get and take Courtney down. Take her down. For what? For Pearl?
Considered a Don. I want to also thank you, Mark, for the $2 cash app, $ Obsidian Radio, $ Obsidian Radio, and he writes with his cash app the following: I sent you a video about Courtney Michelle. I did indeed receive that video, Mark. Here's the problem. The video that you sent does not speak to the issue at hand.
So his informants is sending him videos of me, going through my stuff to see videos to try to take me down. And it wasn't what he wanted because it's not there. He's a liar. The informant sending him emails on the informant line. And he over there looking and hoping and wishing and praying. And it wasn't what he wanted to be because it ain't there.
We must stay focused on the issue at hand. As
we got to stay focused on the issue at hand. Take down Courtney.
To whether the lovely Miss Courtney Michelle did indeed say that she understood where Cynthia G is coming from. That is the issue. Nothing else at this time.
Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. I got to protect Pearly. She's a whole white supremacist. I got to protect her. I got to make sure she's going to be in this black manosphere space. It's black manosphere. We got to have a white woman in this. We got to have her. Got to. Gotta have her. So let's stick to what we're gonna do. Get Courtney. We got a list. You remember, Pearly, I gave you the hit list, and we're gonna take them one by one. Somebody emailed that information to me. Oh, someone emailed me. Oh, that's not what I needed. I need more.
Appreciate you sending that video, but we have to remain focused. And we go back to, and let me get this, Black Mind.
Focused. If anybody always talking about Cynthia G and how much you got respect for, Obsidian, that's you. On your last post, you kept always talking about Cynthia G.
G down one little bit. I want her to continue. I want her channel to grow. I would go along with
you want Cynthia G's channel to grow. That's you. Tell the hotline, tell the informants that is actually you. You want Cynthia G to grow. You the one that got the respect for That's you, sir. It's on your page. You. So you asking all these questions of me, sir, it's you.
I do not want to shut Cynthia G down one little bit. I know
you don't.
Her to continue. I want her channel to grow.
I know you want her to grow, so you can still have content to make off people. You don't want her to stop. You don't want this to stop. That's why you keep going, for you to give content, because you don't have nothing else to talk about. Nothing. You want her page to grow. You the one that got the respect for Cynthia G. That's you. Quit putting that on everybody else.
I do not want to shut Cynthia G down one little bit. I want her to continue. I want her channel to grow. I would go along with that. And this is the reason why I respect Cynthia G. As crazy as that sounds, I respect Cynthia G.
I know you do.
I do not want to shut Cynthia G down one little bit. I want her to continue.
But you want to shut down Sarah Garvey, don't you? You ain't got no problems with that black man page coming down, but you want to make sure Cynthia G is up. You have no problem with her flagging Danica Marie, but you want to make sure Cynthia G is up. You're a liar. Oh, I got so much to say.
Continue. I want her channel to grow. I would go along with that. And this is the reason why I respect Cynthia G. As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, it sounds crazy. It's you. There's another content creator that recently, Obsidian, again, which he's going to do about me. So again, I already know. So if you don't think tomorrow, the next day is going to be videos of me, his informant line, making up more lies, trying to put something together to save face, he's going to do that. I'm well aware of it. That's why, again, I want to do this, and I am completely done with that weirdo. I want nothing to do with Obsidian. I don't even want him saying that. Just him even saying my name makes my skin crawl. He is doing this to another content creator. Kimberly Nicole Foster, you guys know her as For Harriet. Please report this channel and video for alleging that I am participating in sex trafficking and or tourism. I'll contact my YouTube contacts and lawyer on Monday for further guidance. Unfortunately, YouTube's financial model incentivizes this behavior, and it needs to stop. I totally agree with you, Kimberly. To report a video on your mobile device, she's telling about how to report it for grounds for sexual content, violent or repulsive content, hateful, abusive. He's doing this to somebody else. Making up lies on her for content. Where is the integrity? But again, he's bought and sold. So there's no integrity. He doesn't care who he comes after. He's made multiple videos about her suck and paint, which is a lie. And the thing is, Obsidian, is that maybe your lies is going to get you Tasha Cade. You can't slander people and make up lies because you have nothing else to talk about and think that we just gonna take it and be okay. You're a liar. Please report this channel and video for alleging that I'm participating in sex trafficking and or tourism. I'll contact my cousin. She's contacting her lawyer. And I contacted her. Shut out, Kimberly. For lies and defamation, Tasha Cade. That studio might be having to put it on the back burner here for another year. Because you're going around lying and slandering on the people, and we're not going to take it. You're just not going to sit up there and lie on people. Sex trafficking from another content creator. She's like, what is wrong with this man? I don't know why he's doing this. I'm sorry that you're having to go through what I'm having to go through with this degenerate. A liar. I said, girl, I'm sorry too. But if you need, baby, informant line, let me be the informant line. He's pointing at informant. He lied. Yes. But I'm not surprised. Apparently this man will go to any lengths for Pearly. Remember my last show, I showed you a clip of them not caring about just Pearl doing a Me Too. Let me bring that back up.
That's man, I'm just oh my God.
So with this Pro situation, you know, forget what she said recently. Like, are you aware that she Me Too'd her high school?
We are aware of it. That's the first time it came around. It came up. Sister George and Concrete Rose mentioned had Sexy Red on there with her, right? On their show, they did 2 shows on it, and when Obsidian actually brought her up, they actually came up and confronted her about it. So we're aware of it. Okay, we went through that already.
You guys heard this, BGS, but you heard that he's already talked to Obsidian. So these two are in cahoots with just Pearl. So you knew about the Me Too, but you didn't care?
Personally, I don't care. But go ahead.
You don't care. That's interesting. She Me Too'd a black man, and that doesn't matter.
In other words, I think. Hold on. You asked me a question, right? Or you asked me my opinion? Or
I did.
Or you want to make?
No, I did. My bad.
Which
no, I asked.
What did I say to be in it? Right? She's a tool. She's an object. She's something to be used.
They go in talking about Shay Sade and why not big her up? Why do you need just Pearly? Why not big her up? She's the one that's talking and doing different shows about different things. Really, why not? And they said, no, she ain't got the subscriber count for us. And we need this white woman. And then yesterday was a stream. And on the stream, she clipped it. And Obsidian again. She's the first choice. And my thing is with Shay Sade, is like they're picking her over for what? Why? Well, she ain't got the subscribers account. Well, okay, well, tell me a little bit about that.
One for the team, as you put it, whoever's willing to help invest in the overall goals, financial goals, as you mentioned, whoever can be a best ally as far as reaching those goals, helping to build wealth, helping to build influence. That is who the Black Manosphere is going to be allying with, regardless.
And we want it to be sisters, but they're going to have to earn it.
You have to pay, or the possibility of a paycheck, to be the first choice. It's not about what you stand for. It's not about real shit. It's about who I can ride the coattail of. It's not about the women that's been here for years and fighting off people that has called them mammies and pygmies and all that. It ain't about that. It's who got the bigger subscriber count. And she white. Oh, I'm going to try to bury all these black broads for her. So, I think, he's had a back and forth with my guy, Omowale Africa. Omowale Africa is an amazing, smart guy from Philly. And, we've done platforms, again, going through this whole debacle. I've showed you different stuff about the platforms that we've been on. Thank you, Shay. It's financial investment. This was confirmed last night. Correct. It ain't about what you think. It ain't about your heart or the time and energy that you spent here talking to the men in the space trying to get understanding. It's just about if you invested in a studio and if I could ride your coattails. That's all it's about. Any woman that's following Obsidian, I'm going to question. Any real leaders that's following this liar, I'm going to question. Everyone should question. What the hell is wrong with you? So again, I do my stuff on Wale. I've had a really great connection with him because I just think he has a powerful voice. And again, he is quote unquote pro-black.